So this is a tough one to talk about. I don't see any way around it. And let me apologize in advance to those white men who I am acquainted with and respect and love, but you've got to speak what's true. Pedophilia, victimizing of people who you have power over. In this case, the victimizing of children who you have power over. Has anyone noticed that in every arena, it is rich white men who dominate the field? We know Epstein, where it's so distressing that some of the richest men on the planet habitually sexually abused children. SA'd, I think I'm supposed to say, children. And they were tied together in secrecy, in keeping each other's secrets for decades. They were tied together financially. I think it was, if you deal with me financially and you become dependent or become intertwined, you're less likely to ever reveal anything about the things we've been doing in the dark. The same sort of ethic is true in churches, the Catholic Church, which for beyond decades, a century, kept the secrets of the white male priests who were essaying children. The same is true in small pastorates, small churches, where the pastor has a lot of power. Don't anybody say, oh yes, but it doesn't just have to do with that. I mean, a lot of women, still support these people. Sure they do. As long as women are in any way financially dependent on men, they're going to go along with almost anything, and that's just the truth. The latest, and I saw this morning on TikTok, and it was so distressing. You know the whole latest thing about we're going to declare certain occupational fields as not professional fields. I heard that and I thought, well, that's the dumbest thing. That has no point. What is the point of that? Well, the first thing I looked at was that, well, if you look at the fields, and I wrote them down, it's like master's degree in education, a CNA, which is a medical helper, physician's assistants, social workers, occupational therapists, physical therapists are no longer, and there's more, they're no longer, well, I thought they had one thing in common. They were the fields women were in. Now, what does it matter? It matters because if they are declared to be not professional fields, people cannot get financial aid to assist them in getting the education necessary to go into the field. Got it? No financial assistance able for a master's degree in education or physical therapy or physician's assistant. And why does that matter? Reason one, these are fields dominated by women. These are ways women can become financially independent, can become able to support themselves and their families. But number two, I didn't even think about till I saw it this morning on TikTok. And Creator, forgive me please for not noting down your name. These fields, every one of them that I named, are mandated reporters of child abuse. You get me? The white male federal government is saying, oh, they're not real fields anymore. Every one of them is mandated to report signs of child abuse. What to say? What to say? White men are the problem. White men, and white men particularly who desire power, money, are the problem. White men who cannot control their urges are the problem. White men who present a face of honesty and rectitude and caring, but who aren't, who are essaying children, are the problem. The secrecy is the problem. God help us all.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and sincere Akiyam, pushing this word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Your brother Mayim coming to you with another lesson. Here we have prophecy speaking loud and clear, about Esau, Edom, basically tongue falling upon himself. And what we have is, an older Edomite woman basically calling Esau out on his crimes against children, man, and how it's institutionalized. But the scriptures say the wicked are estranged from the womb, you see. So we already know Esau's characteristics. And one of the main problems he have is he loves essaying children, man. And basically his secrets is coming out, and the Lord is basically exposing this demon. So Nahum 3 verse 5. And the second thing, there's no such a thing as a white person, man. You see, that white, the white man, the white was basically a social construct created so that way the world can view him as being superior, man, and white supremacy. See, we know he's a red man. You see, his blood showed forth through his skin, pursuant to Genesis, the 25th chapter. Said Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment, man. So there's no such thing as a white man. There's no such thing as a black man. The so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, the biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, man. It says, Nahum 3 verse 5, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And it's a shameful thing, for you to basically take advantage of children. You see? It's a shameful thing for you to take advantage of children, man. It's verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and I will set thee a gazing stock, man. Call Layim La Yah Bashim Yahweh Shah. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear, man. Let me get this one real quick. Psalm 64. Psalm 64. It says, I'm going to start from the top. To the chief musician, a Psalms of David, hear my voice, O Lord, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. And who is the enemy? Esau, Edom, man. You see, the children of Israel, who are so-called blacks, the Latinos, and Native Americans, are in our enemy's captivity, man. And he has power over us. And the Lord gave him a sword and an insatiable appetite, for the blood of the children of Israel. And nobody has shed more blood from the children of Israel than Esau, Edom, man. So we praying to the Lord, to preserve our life from this demon, man. Verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Because, Esau, Edom is in these smoke-filled rooms, designing plans and schemes to basically destroy Jake, man. See, but the elect of the children of Israel have a hedge of protection around us. And we asking the Lord to hide us from that secret counsel, man. It says, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Yeah, because they try to defame, the children of Israel, man. They're saying we black, the bywords and proverbs, niggas and bitches and just complete scoundrels, man. And when these other nations see us, that's how they view us, man. And you can't rise above the reputation of your nation. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is the one is going to be the one who give us that glory, man. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at them or at him and fear not, man. And who was the perfect? The perfect are the Israelites, man. Because Jacob was a plain man dwelling in a tent. And that word plain means morally perfect, man. You see? It's verse 5. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Because they control the media. They control all avenues of information, man. You see? Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Because the scriptures talk about they wiser than Daniel, man. You see? It says they got satellites everywhere. They got cameras everywhere. They do research on your blood, on your skin. They constantly searching out iniquities, man, day and night. It says both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Where the scriptures talk about how they lay on their bed and think of evil thoughts and then wake up in the morning and practice it. That's Esau Edom, man. He's a complete demon, man, a schemer. It said, but the Heavenly Father shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. It says, and the arrow that the Lord is going to shoot at them is the words of the prophets, man. Because they talk about, it says, the Lord is going to consume them with the spirit of his mouth, man. With this word, this two-edged sword, man. It's basically exposing these demons and hurting them. Because we the only ones that's bringing this kingdom down with our words, man. I remember Apostle Gabar said every day we make videos and we go out there in the highways and the byways, a piece of this man's kingdom is crumbling, man. Brick by brick. It says, verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, man. And that's what's happening right now, man. And nobody can expose your secret better than the woman that you lay in bed with. And Esau Edom, his women is turning against him by basically telling him he's the biggest ex-sayer in the history of mankind, man. You see? So the scriptures are speaking loud and clear. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear. We almost at the end. We at the end of this man's kingdom. All his secrets is being unveiled and uncovered before the world. And this is a beautiful day, you see? So I hope this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.